At the source of all life, there is water. On Mars, where it is rare, water is a source of conflict, struggle, and death. Since the turmoil, there have been unending wars, fought over the possession of clean water. We are the forgotten children of Earth, trapped in this red, barren wasteland. Here, hell is not a concept, it's our reality. And the reality is that every drop counts. Then there were the unfortunates, caught in the full power of the sun's radiation, forced to deform, mutate into unrecognizable monsters. The others, the ones who remained similar to our ancestors in likeness, hid under massive metal shells, governed by water corporations. But in the slums, people's lives aren't worth much more than the mutants. And I would know. That's where I spent the first 10 years of my life, under the boot of the Vori. Of course, in despair, there is hope. Some have begun to explore, travel even, from corporation to corporation, leaving their loyalties behind. We have organization, structure, and inevitably, politics. We have rulers, a people's assembly, and far removed from us, the Dowser, the inaccessible face of abundance. There's protectors of the spearhead of the army, my brothers and sisters who all share the same special gift. We are Technomancers.
boy, Zachariah.
Scott, you came.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Sure, my memory isn't what it... But I remember to write things down on my calendar. Though I do sometimes forget where my calendar is. Anyhow, I knew your last cadet mission was today. Any nerves? If it's any consolation, you look more than fit enough.
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
Yes, healthy flush of the skin, no rapid eye movement. You don't look stressed out. Very well, I won't bother you anymore. Oh, but if I can bother you, just a moment. I recently acquired a batch of materials that can improve your gear. It's not much, but I thought you'd like it. Still can't believe you're going to be an officer soon.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, Scott. Means a lot.
Ah. I fear we've dilly-dallied on pleasantries. Your master, Sean, waits for you in the courtyard. So stiff, that one. I fear his spine is concocted from steel. A spine prosthetic. How interesting. What if... Oh, and stop by the clinic and come shoot the chit-chat. No, that's not... Just don't be a stranger. If you feel ill or need a hand, come see me. I'm always glad to help. Good luck, my boy.
Thank you, Scott. Will do. I promise.
fucking mancers. Every time they come around, something new is broken. I fix it, they break it again. I fix it, they break it worse. I'm a modern fucking Sisyphus tasked with pissing in the ocean.
Oh, shit.
Zachariah, today, as you know, marks your final mission as a cadet. I trust you are prepared.
Of course, Master. Ready, willing, and able.
And a little nervous. Normal and expected. That's why I have gathered together your usual instructors to allow you to warm up and prepare. It's for you to ace the tests for each fighting technique. Prepare yourself. And once you are ready, join me at the station. From there, a train will take us to the mission site.
Thank you, Master.
If you would like to practice your Technomancy techniques or care to do some staff training, I have time.
I'm always honored to learn what you have to teach.
Excellent.
I'd advise you to not try anything.
Would you care to fight again?
That little brush up on my technique had never hurt.
Indeed. Remember to attend to your surcharge risk. I would hate to have an accident.
Would you care to fight again?
I would love to. Another time, Master. Thank you.
Of course. Keep in mind, a well-trained staff can be quite formidable. And as you know, the control over our Technomancy is what makes us unique.
Holy shit! Who the hell swapped out my soldiers for you shit stains? Get it together, now! Focus! On the target! You hearing me? You miss, you drop and give me 50!
How about a little self-defense training?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go.
I'd advise you to not try anything.
Care to go again?
Maybe later.
Your call. You're gonna wish you had some good defensive training, though, when you find yourself in trouble.
Want to test your skills with a knife and a gun? Not really in the rule book, so if you do, need to be discreet.
Let's do it.
All right. Go again?
Another time, maybe.
Don't underestimate stealth techniques, or how much faster you can be in combat with light weapons.
It's imperative I speak to someone in charge.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but no civilians are allowed in the barracks. If you have a question, you need to send it.
Just, please. I'm Corporal Tyron's wife. He should have been back home yesterday, but someone must know where he is. What's happened to him? Please.
Ma'am, I have no idea. If you got a letter, I can pass it along. Other than that, though, you gotta go. Hey, heard from Captain Sean you're heading out to the station. You leaving now?
Stop right there. We're conducting a search.
Look at this piece of shit. Well, what do we have here? Road trash seems lost, don't it? You forget we don't want your kind around here, Trav. Move your sorry ass out of here before you find yourself bleeding from both ends. I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to speak! Did I? You useless piece of shit! Why would I want to hear what you have to say? Waste of space! Please! I just... mouth and just fucking die! Your corpse will feed the rats. At least then you'd have a purpose.
Such a waste of life. A waste of space. Am I right? A rogue is a Zack, right? You can dress him up, but...
Fuck off, Alan, before I...
Zachariah, we're leaving. Certain people are graduating to the rank of officer today, while others aren't even worth the expense of their time or energy. Let us be off to more remarkable things. Look, Zach, we are heading for the dome. It was built by the first settlers, a relic itself.
And what's there for us?
According to reports, looters, who, in our interest, it would be best to keep out of the dome.
Can't go through here.
Indeed, the very one. Kill a fellow unfortunate and, in this hell, only the more alone we will become. Disable the looters, but spare their lives. we encroach our destination. Take note that enemy forces lie in wait. There, the rocky outcrop. Scale it and report back your findings.
There are looters gathered at the dome's entrance. A lot of them, but they're not equipped to be more than a nuisance.
Take care nonetheless, Zachariah. That guard there, separated from his group. Sneak on him and the battle will be easily won.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Sometimes I wonder if initiating you is the right thing to do.
What do you mean? Am I not ready?
No, you're ready, Zachariah. With that, there is no doubt. I worry about you and care for your happiness. Once you become a Technomancer, there's no going back. Use your freedom. From the moment our abilities are brought into the light, to the moment the light is snuffed from our eyes, the Technomancers are nothing but pawns on a chessboard. We have no free will. Abundance forces its will on us. I think about the future. How hard it will become as the ASC rises in power. Perhaps I'm just being paranoid. Forgive your master's little spell. You must focus on more important things. This door. It is the same as that in our chapel. Accessible only to the combined energies of 2 Technomancers. The entrance, and beyond, the main room, where we must go.
For being so old, it's in great condition. What exactly, Master, is inside the dome?
Knowledge, Zach. The very essence of knowledge, even. presence is a danger to the relics. A secret origin. I remember well the first time I came here. I was fascinated. I really thought I was part of an elite. I've become disillusioned since then. If all this knowledge indeed gives us some sort of power, we're still faced with so many obstacles that we can't do anything with it. It's more of a danger for us than a tool. This is the main room. The console over there. Activate it, and heed its words.
Will do.
Registration, March 17th, 2076. Subject 12. The subject appears acclimatized, pulse elevated but steady, unaffected by any visible health concerns. James, how do you feel?
Great! So alive! My heart's racing and I feel like I can take on the world. And I'm being honest here, it's a bit overwhelming.
Subject self-report is consistent and substantiated with our measurements of human other subjects, all of whom produce EEGs indicating activity levels acutely higher than any ever associated with a human not subjected to the mutation. The only adverse side effect, it appears, is the near tenfold increase in corporeal and cerebral electricity. Dangerous levels that will necessitate the urgent invention of a device capable of evacuating such surplus in order to avoid subject injury.
This man talking about technomancy, about mutations, as if I can't believe.
And yet it still might be so. This recording dates to the first settlers. Speaks of the first Technomancers. Shocking, perhaps. Where did you think our abilities came from? A divine power?
I don't... but we have no physical signs of mutation, and I don't know any mutant that has our gifts.
And why should any of those things matter? Might not our mutation simply be of a different form? This brings us to the most important point. What you have seen unifies us, unifies the Technomancers. This secret must be kept from all other humans. If this information was discovered by, say, the ASC, we would become nothing but slaves. Our situation is already incredibly undesirable. We are not only isolated, but used as human bombs. Take a walk by the mutant pen in the slums one day. That is what our lives could have been. Don't be dismayed. I have been through this as well, so have all the other Technomancer officers in abundance. Knowledge of this revelation makes you one of us now, more so than your skills. But Now is time to deal with the creatures infesting the dome. It would be a real shame if the installations here are damaged, for we will no longer be able to hold initiation trials here.
Yes. Yes, of course, Master. I haven't found an opening yet, so they must have reached lower in the dome.
Then that's where we must go. I will divert the attention of these creatures. At the base of the dome, we will find a passage.
I'm on it.
who bore witness to the secret with your own eyes, who knows in your heart of hearts that the revelation that he bears is true, and who has understood that this knowledge could cast us into endless pits of despair. As you drink the sap of the world, the water that feeds our lives, abandon the one you thought you were, and instead become our brother, Technomancer. Together we have shared the water and secret. Can you swear to forever protect the knowledge of the Earth and to dedicate your life to finding it again? To defend and protect our secret, even with the sacrifice of your life, if need be?
I swear.
Then welcome, my brother.
You must be troubled by what you've learned, and I assure you that it's no less troubling to me. But be proud of what you are, and know, no matter what, we are by your side. And that this initiation, as hard as it may be, makes you forever our brother.
You showed the courage of lions beneath the dome, and for it, you have been made an officer. So I imagine, now that you no longer need my guidance, it will send me elsewhere with the great and endless pride of having been your teacher over these few years.
The honor was mine, Master.
No, not Master. It's just Sean now.
Go. Take your assignment as an officer. Count the blessings you've amounted, those that allowed you to avoid the front thus far. Captain Eliza is waiting in the barracks. She's harsh, but fair. But before you find her, we all know the regulations. Technomancers get no leave from the front in times of war. So being here, I can't even sneeze without a report being written up. But you have a free pass. I need you to go to the exchange district for me. There's an itinerant merchant there who was supposed to arrive yesterday. Just meet with him. The merchants have no ties to abundance and travel among us like shadows. They hear things, whispered things, and pay people to forget they are there. I'm looking for information on any archaeological discoveries that could expose the Earthlings. Information that would help protect our secret. Ask him if they've heard of any such finds.
Yes, Great Master, as you wish.
Good, Zachariah. But take care that not a single soul knows what you're after. Not a single soul can hear your exchange with the merchants.
Lieutenant Zachariah Mancer. I think congratulations are in order. Captain Eliza Major, welcome to my unit.
The honor is mine, Captain.
For now, we're stationed in town and focusing on missions intended to maintain order and safety among the civilians. Here are the two other fine soldiers making up your unit for the time being, David Ward and Jeffrey Hunter.
My pleasure, Lieutenant. Congratulations, and...
Leave the ass-kissing for later, soldier. Lieutenant?
Yes, sir, Captain.
Excellent. Moving on to more pressing matters, our mission just came in, and it's aimed at smothering regime opposition. According to the intel the ASC gave us, those terrorists live in the slums, and are plotting several attacks to undermine our corporation. Your mission is to infiltrate the terrorists, and find your way to their leader, Bulgakov. Orders are to capture Bulgakov alive. We're going to drain him for intel about other terrorist cells and dismantle the entire network. So beat him only as much as you need to take him.
You got it, Captain.
Move quickly. The longer you take, the more risk there is to the citizens of Ophir, and I won't have that. Before you go, though, there's one more mission, one requiring speed and discretion. We have deserters in our ranks, Lieutenant. Deserters planning to flee like rats through the city's underground. That won't happen. Do you understand me? You find them, and you eliminate them, each and every one. That seems harsh to you. Setbacks against Aurora have ruined our reputation, to the point that every action we take is scrutinized and extorted by those seeking to gain from the fall. Mass desertion would spell scandal if it became public. You catch them before any word of their escape comes out. So move, now! You only have a few hours.
Chasing after deserters sounds great, but where do we start?
The slums. They must have gone home to ask for help, so we should pay their families a visit. I'm sure our escapees will be...
I find it disgusting, chasing my own companions.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
where they're hoping to get to. I mean, sure, these underworks are vast, but still. You think they want to join enemy lines?
They're trying to get away from the war, the fights, and after what they saw, we can't really hold that against them. Why was I assigned to this unit? I know what the captain said, but I hope you're not planning to kill him. I know Boris, he's a great guy. He must just be at the end of his tether. He's fought a lot for abundance. It can't go down this way.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
So you got me, Mancer. Good for you. How much blood did you spill along the way? You're nothing more than a lackey for abundance. At some point, we've all felt the way you do about abundance. But they just take and take until you... We are tired and want out. But they send you, another loyal dog, to drag us back. I fought my whole life for them. Today, for once, I'm gonna fight for myself.
All right then, let's do this.
So you got me, Mancer. At some point, I fought my whole...
All right, then.
So you got me at some... I fought...
All right, then.
Stop! Let me go. I am not your enemy. All I want is to live in peace. Please, I'm begging you.
I should kill you, but I won't. Not like this. So I'm gonna take you in. Cooperate, and the military tribunal might just spare your life.
Right. The tribunal knows about as much of mercy as the devil knows of kindness. No. I would rather die a free man. So you got me. At some point, I fought my...
All right, then.
So you got me, man. At some... I fought...
All right, then.
So you got me at some... I fought my whole...
All right, then.
Stop! Let me go. I am not your enemy. All I want is to live in peace. Please, I'm begging you.
Then it looks like your time here's up, Boris. Orders are orders. No deserters left alive.
That's fine. I'd rather die free than continue being a slave. So you got me, man. At some point, I fought my whole...
All right, then.
Stop! Let me go. I am not your enemy. All I want is to live in peace. Please, I'm begging you.
I should kill you, but I won't. No.
Right. So you got me. At some point, I fought my whole life for...
All right, then.
So you got me, man. At some point, I fought my...
All right, then.
So you got...
All right.
Stop! Let me...
Get the hell out. Don't ever show your face here again, and you can keep your life.
Hugh, I owe you, Technomancer. I'll never forget that. For as long as I live. Goodbye.
Lieutenant?
What's the deal with the slums?
Hell, man, that's my home. Grew up there. Ain't easy on the eyes, but definitely lively. Hell, most of the Afir population lives there. All the laborers, keepers, craftsmen, and most of the ward, too. No one ever gets out of there. Ain't no time or means to make the place better, neither. When something collapses, they send the mutos to half-ass repair it. Over and over, and over again. The high-ups hate the place, but truth is, it's where the real forces of abundance and fear are, you know? Also the home of the rogues. But I ain't gotta tell you that, do I, Lieutenant?
At your command, Lieutenant.
What do you know about the slums?
Oh, hell. Staying part of Ophir and overpopulated as crap. Gotta be a miserable place to live. Too many people, too little space. And I even heard there's some rebels living in there. But how the hell can you find them? Like rusted needles in a dirty haystack. Made only more dirty by the Vori there too. It's sad. A lot of good people gotta live among the garbage because they can't afford to get out.
You ever been to the underworks?
Oh yeah, sure. Place is like a crazy maze. Warehouses everywhere, tunnels leading to nowhere. Kind of crazy. I think they should really be patrolling them more often. Honestly, I swear I saw some creatures who could tear apart any poor guy working down there. Dangerous stuff, Lieutenant. And not that I'm criticizing our work down there, or I wouldn't do that.
You're from Green. What was it like?
Ah, Lieutenant, it's a really beautiful place. You gotta see it to believe it. A lot of space, not like the city. A lot of cultivating and breeding areas. I mean, a lot of stuff that makes its way here is made there. If you like that place. Not that it's perfect or nothing. Like, its houses aren't as nice as Capitol buildings for sure, but it's nice there. You'd like it. Beautiful views of the desert and fields around it. Really, really nice.
What do you think of the source?
Ah, an amazing place, Lieutenant. Really pretty architecture, mind-blowing buildings, all of it. Makes you proud to be part of Abundance. And you know, I'm all kinds of proud to serve here at the barracks that protect our corporation. Crazy to think the safety of the people's representatives and the Dowsers is in our hands. Really cool.
What can you tell me about our captain?
Sorry, Lieutenant?
I want you to speak freely. It's just us.
No, of course, Lieutenant. I just... Captain's a great lady. Bit strict and not always polite with her orders, but that's nothing to bitch about. Sure, she's a reason and good. And hell, she knows a lot more than what's going on behind the scenes than we do. Hell, she came from a family of officers. She's damn good at her job. Was meant for it. And I'm pretty damn proud to say she's the head of our unit. I'm just a little surprised you're asking me, Lieutenant.
What do you think about Technomancers?
Aw, hell. Well, you're putting me on the spot, aren't you? Alright, well, you guys are strong and all that with your powers. No. And honestly, you're only the second one I've ever met. First guy was at our place in Green Hope. He was a nice old guy. He taught us some terrestrial techniques, and, you know, obviously he was there for us if we had spiritual problems. But to be honest, I can't really compare him to you or any of the other ones here, of course. That said, honestly, I'm really proud to serve under you, Lieutenant. You're an example to try to live up to. I mean, you were just one of us regular people, and you became an officer and a Technomancer. It's really incredible and inspiring.
What do you know about Colonel Victor?
Colonel Victor Watcher? He's, not someone I met or want to meet either. Not that I mean, I know Abundance is overrun with rebels and enemy spies, but it's just, word is, when it comes to him, best keep your mouth shut. So I prefer to follow advice, if you don't mind.
What can you say about Anton Rogue?
Not all that much, I don't think. Head of the Voorhees mob, yeah? Heard he's not exactly a good man, if you catch my drift. A guy no one in their right mind would want to deal with. And, you know, being a soldier and all, I'm just an hard-working guy, so I have no reason or interest to rub shoulders with him.
Lieutenant?
What's the deal with the barracks?
Fucking hellhole. Dorm smells like the bathroom, and the food tastes like it was pulled from there. Training ground the size of a playground, despite there being plenty of room and no fear. That's it. Every chance I have to get the hell out of there, I take it.
You heard of a bar called the Curiosities?
Who hasn't? Trendy joint, I guess. Rumor is the rebels been hanging there too, but I don't know about all that. I go in for a drink, that's all. Though I tend to get those drinks pretty fucking often, because they're cheap and they're strong. And if you can manage to stay out of the arena or the drunken brawls, you can have a decent time there.
Tell me about the front.
I haven't been back there in a while. What do you want to know? The place is a constantly shifting slaughterhouse. Sure, we'll take a piece of the Shadow Path, a mine or something, costing us a few hundred lives, only to lose it right back within a week or so. And we both take prisoners. We put ours in camps. Who the hell knows what happens to the ones they take, though? But if you're dreaming of beautiful, heroic bullshit happening all the time, you might want to look somewhere else. It's just blood and mud and rotten food. Nights of fighting, days of losing sleep, and fear. The kind that makes you know one day your body will drop, lost in a forgotten part of the world.
What do you know about the ASC?
Why? You work for them? This an interrogation, or... Look, all I know is what everybody else knows. They protect Abundance from enemies and rebels. Is that the right answer? Do I earn my merit badge?
David, listen to me. I'm not...
That's what they all say.
You know Colonel Victor?
The ASC chief? Yeah, sure. He's the head of the intelligence services. They hunt down enemy spies and rebels. But you know that already. Why are you asking? Is this a test?
No. Just interested in hearing what you think of the guy.
I don't think anything about it. Let's just leave it at that.
You don't like Technomancers, do you?
That a surprise, Lieutenant? You go to your little private schools, cut off from the world, then just show up all clean and well-fed with your weird-ass powers and poof. Take other officers' positions without earning them. You don't have a damn clue what war is. Never been on the front lines. Let me tell you, I have. Even fought alongside some of your so-called masters. Day in and day out, we fought together. And day in and day out, they had more respect for our damn enemies than they ever did for me or us. We ain't nothing to your great officers with their divine abilities, or whatever the fuck they are. We show our respect to you because we know we'd probably be up shit creek in some of these wars without you. We don't have to like your kind, and I don't. It's my damn right. So yeah, no, Lieutenant, sorry. I don't like Technomancers much.
What do you know about Anton Rogue?
Head man of the Vori. One of my best friends. Great guy. Really fantastic. Hell you asking me shit like this? How would I know? One of the most dangerous fucks on the planet? People say he's everywhere. Knows everything about everybody, even us simple soldiers who'd never lower himself to even share a drink with. If you're looking to deal with the guy, watch your ass. Dude's a snake with friends in some very high places. Stay the hell away if you can.
You've been a soldier a long time. Tell me about the army.
Best years of my life, stuck in the worst job on the planet. Sure, it's the best army on Mars. Best trained, best equipped, most disciplined. But with guys serving for over 10 years without a single fucking promotion? Hell's the point? Where's the enticement to be a hero? Wow, thanks, another shiny fucking medal. It'll make my casket real pretty one day. No thanks. The officers are either legacies who went to the right schools or folks like you who actually went to good schools. Army doesn't care about valor in combat. They care about privilege, in my opinion.
Door's locked from the other side. Guess we're going around.
Already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Captain, report?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Rest assured, potential scandal's been abolished. Everything's in order. We managed to neutralize most. Some, unfortunately, escaped.
Then you didn't act quickly enough. It should have been your priority, Lieutenant. Because of your failures, all we can do now is hope the bread. And what was the fate of the sergeant in charge of the group?
Sergeant Boris? You'll be pleased to hear that he's been eliminated, as requested.
I'm glad to hear my expectations were met. As hard as it must have been to carry out those orders. Take the life of one of your own, even if he was a coward and a traitor. You did well, saved us from scandal. My trust was well placed. Quartermaster has your pay. Go get it. It was well earned. Moving on. We have new missions. Bit of a welcome change from the big chases. We've got state officials arriving in today, and an ASC warning that an influx of Aurora spies are in trouble. For security, the officials will be picked up outside the city, the hangars, rather than coming through the station. We've got brigades tracking the spies, but you're gonna have to usher them through the slums and make sure they get to our quarters safely. No excuses, no failures. We clear? Questions, Lieutenant?
We have rovers?
A few of Abundance's most prized relics, dating back to the colonists. Fragile and hard to fix, though, so they're used sparingly. But when we need to travel away from our shadow paths, they're damn near invaluable. They're small, though, so they're not transporting more than a few men. But who knows? You may find need for them on quick and dirty missions in the future.
Who are these officials I'm being sent to babysit?
Senior ministers of agronomy evacuated from Greenhope. Some coddled pops, and most importantly, some senior officials, including the High Judge, a man we can't afford to lose. Whatever you have to do, just make sure you get them to their destination in one piece.
What's Aurora have to gain by targeting our officials?
Destabilization, humiliation, to show they can strike anywhere at any time, even in the heart of our capital. Damn clue how they got so deep inside the city. But the only thing that's important now is to make sure whatever the hell they're planning is put to an end. The consequences could be disastrous. According to the intel the ASC gave us, those terrorists live in the slums and are plotting several attacks to undermine our corporation. Your mission is to infiltrate the terrorists, stop the attacks, and find your way to their leader, Bulgakov. Orders are to capture Bulgakov alive. We're going to drain him for intel about other terrorist cells and dismantle the entire network. So beat him only as much as you need to take him.
You got it, Captain.
Move quickly. The longer you take, the more risk there is to the citizens of Ophir. And I won't have that.
What do we know about Bulgakov?
More than nothing, but not much more. He has a hell of a fine reputation, among terrorists at least. Real upstanding killer. Smart. Not a damn clue what he looks like or where he is. Only way we're gonna find him is to stay on the rebels. The ones who know him. Otherwise, the guy might as well be a ghost.
So how'd the ASC get its intel on the terrorists?
Some questions, Lieutenant, are better left unasked, and some answers better left unknown. Not a fan of the gory details. All I know is the intel now points to Bulgakov and his men planning an attack. And come hell or high water, we're gonna stop it. Right?
Where exactly were the terrorists seen?
Not wearing badges or carrying signs, for fuck's sake, Lieutenant. It's gonna take a little more legwork. They're in the slums. Open your ears, bend some arms. I'm sure you'll find some creative ways to find them and their leader, whose head I want on a stick.
Great Master said the caravan would be right here. The stand looks like it's been deserted. I'll question the neighboring merchants.
Are you looking for merchants? Got some things to buy, Lieutenant? You should have told me for you. We could probably be looking for in another shop.
Yeah, I never thought one day I'd find myself playing Gopher for school.
Mr. Mancer, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Big on weaponry, I hope? What can I get you?
I was expecting a caravan in the stall next door to buy a few things.
They arrived yesterday, but truth be told, I think they found some trouble. I wasn't there when it happened, but from what I heard, some people were looking to talk, and talking turned to shouting, and after that, they were seen down in the slums, I hear, and then they were dragged into some warehouse. Whatever they did, they're in big trouble now. If you're looking to help them, you better find them fast.
Technomancer. Shh, they're unstable. Anything can set them off. Let's talk about something else.
Okay. We never see him around these parts.
Hello?
Hello. Looking for some medicine? Drugs? Ingredients, maybe?
Can you help me? I'm looking for any information on the caravan that sets up in the stall over there.
I don't know. My memory sometimes needs incentive to remember.
You tell me what you know, or you'll find yourself in a room with other assertive in their efforts to refresh your memory.
All right, already. Fine. I'll tell you what I know. That great morning. You've heard the tale of the Vori, the underworld. So these overpriced foreign merchants did something to piss them off. Didn't pay the rite of passage or protection serum or something. Whatever the hell it was. They were kidnapped. That's all I know. Still alive? I haven't the damnedest clue. That you'll have to ask the Vori. Now do Joe a favor. Take this herb and get the hell out before you raise suspicions.
chief of the Vori? You know that back at home we used to hear about him? He's a terrifying man. And hanging out with the mob, merchants are that important to you?
Have enough to feed my kids. My job beats a damn Vori more than my own family.
Keep your mouth shut. You wouldn't be the first to moan and end up sleeping under the sun the next day.
I know, but how am I gonna survive?
Sell your diner and work for someone else. If you want to play it safe, live another day.
Lost 10 doses of today. That bet me curiosities. Wife is gonna have my head up this kid's up.
Easier said than done. I know the thrill of a win. Reminds me, did you see the fight the other day? An unarmed on a whole group of guys with knives? Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, no. I missed that one. It's been one heck of an event. Wish I was there.
Good day. Care for some merchandise, officer?
I need information.
Don't we all? Unfortunately, I'm just a simple merchant who spends her day here, selling her goods, and probably knows little of anything that would interest you.
Hello there! Feel free to browse.
I'm looking for a little information. Maybe you could help me.
If it's information regarding my merchandise, I'm a fountain of knowledge. If it's in regards to anything else, I'm afraid I have little to offer.
Become almost impossible to go through the underworks without bumping into one of those monsters.
Yeah, the guards aren't working.
Almost got
caught by a school of jellyfish the other day. Didn't think this was worth more than my life.
I'd advise you to not try anything.
I've seen one of those filthy creatures from a distance. Heard they're poisonous. I came face to face with a locust once. Never ran so fast in my entire life.
I'd
When
advise
there's
you to
one,
not
there's
try
bound to be
anything.
many.
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. I'd advise you to not try anything. Make the slightest move, you're a dead man.
Hey there.
Officer, hello! What can I do for the fine officer today? Check out my merchandise. I have everything you'd ever need for hunting.
Since this warehouse belongs to Anton Rogue and you ain't him, you should probably get going.
Hey there, you in charge of the mutant pen? Name's Zachariah Mancer, Ophir officer.
Hey, yeah. Pen's my responsibility. Sure. Dan Stewart, what can I do for you?
Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. Make the slightest move, you're a dead man. Lieutenant? Should we maybe get the civilians away from the plaza? That might be safer.
Good point. Yeah, let's ask him to move back.
Citizens, gotta keep moving. Go!
We're going!
Stay back. Keep moving.
Screw you! You move! I live here!
There may be an attack coming. We're just trying to keep everyone safe.
An attack? Why didn't you just say that? We're out of here!